Good afternoon students. Let's discuss now exercise 4.1. How to form an equation that we have already learned. Okay, statement of the equation, how to form that also we have learned. Now on the basis of that we will see exercise 4.1. You have given a table and we want to complete that table. The last column is empty, that we have to answer. So you have given an equation. The value of variable is also given. You want to find that whether the given value of variable is satisfied the equation. Okay. The first equation is x plus 3 is equal to 0. X plus 3 equal to 0. Now, value of x is given, that is 3. X is equal to 3. Now what we have to say, whether the given value satisfied the equation or not. So let's see what we have to do. Substitute the value of variable in the given equation, that is x plus 3 equal to 0. So what we will get? 3 plus 3 which is equal to 6, which is not equal to 0. Anyhow we want to find the answer as result is 0 for the given value of x. But when you keep the value of x is equal to 3, you see that 3 plus 3, you have to replace the value of x by 3. So 3 plus 3 will give you 6, that we know. But here our result is 0. But here what we are getting? We are getting 6, which is not equal to 0. So what we can say? For x is equal to 3, whatever answer you are getting, that not satisfy the given equation. So what we can write at the last? Say whether the equation is satisfied. So when you keep x is equal to 3, equation is not satisfied. Suppose you keep the x is equal to 0. In place of 3, if I keep x is equal to 0, equation is same, x plus 3 equal to 0. So what answer I will get? 0 plus 3 which is equal to 3 which is not equal to 0. So again what is my answer? No. Now you keep x is equal to minus 3. Equation is same, x plus 3 is equal to 0. Here also x plus 3 equal to 0. But now what is the value of x? X is equal to minus 3. So now we replace this x by minus 3. So let's see what is my answer. Minus 3 plus 3. We know that 3 minus 3 will give you 0. So our equation result is satisfied. So what we can say? Yes, the equation is satisfied for the value x is equal to minus 3. So this method we have seen, and this method is known as trial and error method. We keep on trying, keeping the value of variable, different value of variable. Okay, some values I have taken 3, 0, minus 3. For 3 and 0 the equation is not satisfied, but for minus 3 we are getting the answer 0, so equation is satisfied. So the solution of this equation is what? X is equal to minus 3. Same way, suppose you have fourth question, x minus 7 is equal to 1. X minus 7 is equal to 1. We have to keep the value of x is equal to 7. So now check whether your answer or whether the condition satisfied for the value x is equal to 7. If you keep 7 over here, the 7 minus 7 will give you 0, which is not equal to 1. So for x is equal to 7, what we can say? The equation is not satisfied. But suppose you keep x is equal to 8. So 8 minus 7 will give you 1. 8 minus 7 will give you 1. So what we can say? The equation is satisfied. So what we can say? X is equal to 8 is the answer for this equation. Okay. Same way 5x is equal to 25 if you keep, and the value of x is equal to 0. So what answer you are getting? Any number if you multiply by 0, what you will get? 0 itself, which is not equal to 25. So for x is equal to 0, the equation is not satisfied. 5x is equal to 25. for this value, if we substitute over here, so 5 multiplied by 5 will give you 25, which is our required result. So what we can say, for x is equal to 5, the equation is satisfied. Okay, for x minus 5, you are getting the answer minus 25 and you want the answer plus 25. So again, your equation is not satisfied. Same way you have to do m by 3 is equal to 2. Suppose you have, which question it is? Ninth one. Sorry. Okay, ninth one is what? M divided by 3 equal to 2. What is the value of m? M is equal to minus 6. Now if you substitute this value over here, so minus 6 divided by 3, what answer you are getting? Minus 2. This we have learned in the second standard. So one term is negative, so your answer is negative. Is it satisfied the equation? No. We want 2 answers, but we are getting minus 2 answers. So what we can say, for m is equal to minus 6, equation is not satisfied. For m is equal to 0, again equation is not satisfied. But if you keep m is equal to plus 6, so what happens? 6 divided by 3, obviously you are getting the answer 2. So for plus 6, yes, the equation is satisfied. So this way we can solve the equations. We can find the correct value of variable by keeping the value in the given equation, and let's check whether it verify or whether it satisfied the condition of the equation. Okay, so this is all about your question number 1. Let's move on to the next question, question number 2. Now see question number 2. According to the question, we have to check whether the given equations are satisfied for the given value. So total 6 questions are there. I solved only 3 questions. Remaining 3 you have to do by yourself. Any query you can ask me, doesn't matter. So first equation is n plus 5 is equal to 19. Here we have to check this conditions for n is equal to 1. So let's see. So what you have to do, in place of n we have to write 1. So n is here, so 1 plus 5. What is the answer? 1 plus 5 is 6. And what is your result? 19. We cannot say 6 is equal to 19. So what we can say? For n is equal to 1, the condition is not satisfied. So this is your LHS part, this is your RHS part. So what we can say? LHS is not equal to RHS. Okay, this portion is your LHS. When you keep the value of n is equal to 1 over here, so n plus 5 will give you 6. And what is your RHS? RHS is equal to 19. We cannot say that 6 is equal to 19. So 6 is not equal to 19. So our condition is not satisfied. So LHS is not equal to RHS. That's why. Next we have 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. And n is equal to 2. So here in place of n we have to keep the value of 2. 7 is as it is 7 multiplied by 2 plus 5. 7 to the 14 plus 5. So what is the answer? 19. So this is your LHS. LHS is equal to 19 you have, and this is your RHS also 19. So what we can say, LHS is equal to RHS. So condition is satisfied. Okay. Now move on to the next question. 4p minus 3 is equal to 13. Here in place of p we have to write minus 4. Okay. So 4 remain as it is. Multiply by minus 4 minus 3. Okay. 4 4 is minus 16. One term is negative. So minus 16 minus 3. Minus 16 minus 3. What is the answer? This is minus 19. And here what you have? 30, which is not equal to. So minus 19 is not equal to 30. So this is your LHS. This is your RHS. Both are not equal to. So what we can say? Not satisfied. Equation is not satisfied. So this way we can check whether the given equation is true or false, or it can satisfy the condition for the given value of the variable. Nothing you have to do. Whatever value is given, that you have to substitute in place of that variable and you have to solve the equation. So this is all about your question number 2.